Hey Source, Agent Solo Matt Rice here. Another week of soloable crowdfunding games that I'm going to dive through, have a look at their campaign pages, and just to highlight some for those that maybe you never seen before, or just see what's up this week. If I miss any, please let me know in the comments. Also, there might be some of my previous video. I do this once a week, and with all that said, here we go. Let's go through the crowdfunding games that I got for this week, which is quite a fair few. A few more than last week. First one we're going to go through is Dungeons of Doria, the reprint and expansion. So the game's already out there, which is good in a way in that you probably can find a lot more videos of the original game. I think it came out a few years ago. I think it was. I remember seeing it come up, and I was tempted by it, very much tempted. And I think I may go on this one myself personally. Um, but everyone's different. 1 to 6 players explore mostly random dungeons where unique monsters and traps lurk after each door. You can get the base game in German or English, as well as a first expansion. At the moment, it's funded almost 150%. So starting to go through some stretch goals. As it says, promises some fantasy exploration, adventure solo. There's a campaign in this as well. 500 loot items, multiple play modes. You can do one shots or random scenarios or campaigns. That's pretty cool. So if you don't like your campaigns, you can just do one shots, which is kind of like the Massive Darkness setup. Yeah, 1 to 6 players. As I said, I'm not. It says here you can play true solo. That's pretty nice. So if you really just want to play one character, you're more than welcome to in this game. And the expansion comes up with more monsters, more modifiers, 4 new characters, a new campaign, improved HP tracking solution, and more loot. And I don't think this is going to come to retail yet. This is one of those sort of smaller games that come out to Kickstarter, Gamefound, things like that. Which is, these are the kind of games that I try to support if I have the money. So pledges here, new backer all in. So if you want the basic expansion, it's €100. There's an upgrade pack for those that already have the game, I assume. Just the expansion, returning backer all in. There's expansion upgrade pack and some PnP stuff. And there's the base game for A3 Europe. And there's some things you can add to your pledge. There's TL files, things like that. This is what it looks like on your table. Expansion stuff. Standees are used in it, which I'm a fan of personally. There is STLs if you want to make miniatures yourself. There's some shipping. This is what you get in the base game. So it's a different kind of campaign. Actually, I'm appreciating how they've done their campaign a bit different. They've got shipping a bit higher up. They've got like the pledge levels above what you get, which I think is a bit better in a way. I know you can click these things on the side, but just so you know what to get, I appreciate that. This is what you get in the box. Fair bit of stuff, different scenarios, different campaigns, some videos here. As I said, it's been released before, so you'll be able to find some videos out there. Double check if you like it or not. It's on Tabletop Simulator as well. There'll be timeline links, etc. Okay, so next one I've got, and another game that's also a reprint or a second edition in this case, Catharsis second edition dice rolling adventure board game. Dice rolling adventure board game which captivating narratives combines with strategic dice rolling, offering the players unique choices. This one is funded at the moment, which is good news for them as well. It's 1 to 5 players. And I've seen this before, and it's if you've played Dice Throne Adventures, there's some similarity there in terms of like rolling dice and matching what actions you can do with the kind of symbols on your dice. But it's still not exactly the same. It's fantasy dice adventure solo. Must have series of human possibilities. You have over 500 solo options with all content. That's a lot of solo options. It's rated really highly on BGG for those that are into it, I guess. Those that have it, I guess, or played it. Bit of background for each character. What's new in this for those that have already got their old version? Also, some design updates. Because I think the original box was ginormous. I'm not sure if they've fixed that or not. I remember some people talk about when they got the original that it was a struggle to fit on couch shelves, I think. And it was also quite expensive to ship. Be curious what shipping is like this time. So you got the deluxe big box for $270. Only Catharsis for $130. HC for $190. Only game content $360. So yeah, it's still get a bit up there, but I'm assuming you get a lot of game in it. As much if you're saying there's 500 solo options, if you trust that. And yeah, no, as I said, it's already out there. This game, you can look at videos. I know one sort of Culture's done one. I'm pretty sure Colin from Meet Me at the Table has done one. Mega Pack. But what if I get that? I think you go through like an adventure card deck and you've got your own cards to try and defeat things that come up through the adventure. Gameplay, big text on gameplay. As I said, this playthrough at Meet Me at the Table's got one. As I said. Quacklypes. If you like his style. And as a note, he always loves doing these sort of, I mean, good for him if he gets some viewers. He always does these weird, sort of catchy, grab you thumbnail things. You know, he always asks this question that's obviously not what he's thinking of. He's a bit funny. But, you know, good on him. He's doing pretty well, I imagine. There's that shipping. Down here. All right, I better move on because we've got a lot of games to go through here. Next one I've got for the week, and I've heard this one being talked about a lot in the solo area, is Storyfold Wildwoods, and it is doing very well. It's 3 times its roughly about 300% above, so 1,917 backers. Open House Studios, 54 Canadian for the Storyfold Wildwoods. Deluxe is 124 Canadian. You get a collector's for 186. It's purely solo, this one as well. Which is always a danger. I mean, if I ever create a game, I'm a believer I'd only make it just solo or maybe 1 to 2 player. And I know there's a lot of people that, you know, get, you know, like us solo people that get turned off by things like, oh, it's 2 to 4, so what's the point? Some people try to make that work. But when you say solo, you know, it is a hard slog because you're narrowing down the audience, but if that's what your game is, I'll really appreciate that because that's something I would do too. Like I would want to make a solo game for the solo, respect for all the solo people out there. Immersive stories, promising a good story. River card play. Okay. Wide. So you go through like a story deck here. Adam from Rosa. So far, it's immensely fun and fluid solo game experience with a unique vibe. It does look a little bit unique. It's designed for compatibility. Like looks like travel, and you just fold it out. It's got really nice. They've thought about that. They've engineered that pretty well. 39 US, which is quite attainable for a lot of people, I hope. Sorry, I'm just ball watching here. I'm just, a lot of catchy sort of pictures here and stuff. I wouldn't mind seeing. Here we go. How to play. So you roll dice to perform actions. Okay, so were they D8s? Activate cards move to the end of the river where they become less powerful. Right, so activate. So it's kind of Valwraith, Krill Bender style from Tristan Hall. We play an action, it goes to the back. It's not as strong again. I think Arcane is something like that too, isn't it? I've played that game once. Can't remember. Explore locations, help creatures of the Wildwoods. Creatures activate and reduce your spirit. Oh, man. Avoid letting the shadow advance and overwhelm you. Try it on tabletop simulator. Excellent. Innovative gameplay. A lot of buzzword stuff, but it looks pretty from the campaign point of view. It's a story-focused campaign. They're making that clear, which, you know, a lot of people do love that. Kanjay's. Have a look at this one. I tend to like the games he likes, so. Why stuff has been designed so it can easily be enjoyed alongside a friend, or so you can still sit down and read it together and stuff. But it's good for solo. Rolling solo, as it said, it's done one. Runs up co-op shop. A lot of other people. This purple moose guy's shown up again. He's done it. Slicker drips. Get his hands on a lot of solo stuff as well. And there's a shipping. All right, let's keep moving. Onoda by Salt and Pepper on Gamefound. Really have a fascinating 30-year adventure of survival, duty, and unbelievable twists. It's currently 500% funded. It's 1 player only. History survival solo game. There is intelligence officer named Hiro Onoda. The Vinon of Lubang, tasked with conducting guerrilla operations against the Allied forces, but followed was unbelievable cycle of unwavering loyalty, isolation, and perseverance that shocked the world. I'm refusing to believe that more too. Is it serious? Okay, wow. This is what you get. Get a few little minis. How to play 6 rounds. I'm beginning of the round. Draw the first mission card from the deck. This is your objective in the round. Form actions. You can move. You can raid. Repair. Okay. Accomplish your mission. You must pass an alarm check. You're right. There's a couple of playthroughs here. 32 euro to get the miniatures and Onoda. Otherwise, 200 euros just for the game, which is quite doable. As I said, it's quite attainable, as I said, for the previous game, which is good for this day and age. And the shipping down here in fancy writing. Oh, the shipping for Australia is, I guess that's why I encourage you to buy more. Shipping for Australia is the price of the game, but I guess that's what happened to shipping's. When you got a game that cheap, the shipping's still got to kill you a bit. All right, next, Ancient Chambers. This one's only just new. I think I just came out today. I'm doing this. Adventurers explore the forgotten ancient chambers to gain fame. So it's only got 5 backers so far, so it needs a bit of help. It's only just new. Castle Rock games. Richard Haggs, they're first created. So $40 for Ancient Chambers. $50 for that plus New Adventures. And Monster $65. So was it? If you saw the chambers, you become a rich legend. And chambers is a dungeon crawl tabletop game. You can play solo, cooperative, or competitively. Yeah, wonderful players. 1 player controls 2 adventurers. Monsters follow defined tactics. Okay, so it's like got a set AI. Otherwise, at higher levels, 1 person can control the monsters. Okay. Components. We got some dice. Customers represent their adventures on the tiles, only generate and represent treasure, traps, and monsters. 6 adventurers, 18 monsters. How to play. When entering chamber, the adventures determine if one or both will enter. If one does not enter, the rest will regain 2 health. Okay, the monster's turn, if they're persuaded, they will act accordingly. On adventurer's turn, they will move and perform an action. There's a few actions you can do. The rolls a d12. If greater than opponent's armor, they do damage. Defender rolls d12, but if hits applies damage if combat is not simultaneous, attack applies damage first. Okay. Alrighty, so it's a nice little dungeon crawler. Some dice. There's only minor work remaining in finalizing graphics. That's good to know. Don't think. Oh, yeah, there's some shipping here. International costs will vary. Yeah, so if you have to reach out, if you want to know if you're not in the US, how much it may cost. All right, let's move on. Next one, I've got SAS Rogue Regiment Operation Gain. Operation Gain. I actually think they should do some weightlifting on the front page or something. It's almost 100,000 new Australian, so 944 backers is doing pretty well, I imagine. I guess there's an expansion. I'm pretty sure the SAS Rogue Regiment's been out before. Wonderful players. Drop back into enemy territory with the operators of SAS Rogue Regiment. It's an expansion, yeah. So imagine you could probably get so £35 for the veteran, which is probably just the expansion. £135 for Rogue Recruit. All game content published to date, yeah. Okay. That's what it looks like on your table. Yeah, right. An airport, airbase or something. Guns and things like that. What's new? New equipment, new access units, new features. There's a reprint, there's Operation Gain expansion. Yeah, cool. Some how to play it because it's been out before. So you'll be able to find some videos on it too. You can look up some walkthroughs of missions. I don't know how solo really works. I imagine there's an AI controlled sort of logic for the opponent. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Next one I've got is Starlock. This one is by Den of Imagination. You've got to survive, yet achieving the feat demands cunning strategy, resourcefulness, and the ambition to outlast your rivals. Alien incarceration, eh? So this one's funded. It's done really well, 120%. It's 1 to 4 players. It said sci-fi strategy, area control, cooperative, resource and management. PvP main game. So the main game mode's PvP. Okay. But you can play solo, you can play co-op. It's good to know that they let you know that main game. Like, that's really nice. So yeah, there's pros and negatives of doing that, isn't there? Let's you know that, but then maybe that makes people like me think, okay, if it's not the main, like how good is the solo? Is the solo only like a part of the components, or is it not? Can you not play everything with it? But maybe it's got that option if you have the game yourself and you want to troll it out, you can play solo, then PvP when you've got friends around and things like that. This is what you get in the game. Trackers, resources, a few minis. Heaps of different add-ons. Oh my god. Plenty of add-ons. So what's this? €100 for the early bird core box. Otherwise it's 115. Vanguard Circle. Full gear. Collectors all in. Full gear painted. Collectors all in painted. This is yet another one of those campaigns where it's, unfortunately, I think it's just too many pledges. But I guess it's somewhat easy to understand. You want painted or not? Do you want the core game? Do you want all in? I guess it makes sense. There's a lot of add-ons here too. Once you get the box, all of this stuff. Where's the how to play? Do game modes. Yes, we saw that. There's a rule book. There's different factions. I assume it's asymmetric style. Doesn't really show too much. There's some videos here, I guess. Oh, here we go. Starlock gameplay. I'll be checking that one out. Cooperative mode, I'll be checking that one out. I'm not sure if there's a solo mode or not. As in video of the solo mode. Alrighty, and then we go shipping. It's right down here. Okay, let's keep going. We've got Clans of Caledonia Industria. This will be an expansion to Clans of Caledonia. Lead your Scottish clan to wealth and fame during the Industrial Revolution. This one's doing very well, 3,737 backers by Karma Games. So €39 for the expansion, €39 for the base game, 78 together. Well, that makes sense. 1 to 4 players. I have heard of the original Clans of Caledonia, but I have not played it. Fresh challenges. Mid to heavy economic strategy board game set in 9th century Scotland. Players lead historic Scottish clans with unique abilities, compete to produce, trade, and export valuable goods. All right, so that makes me think it's more competitive style, but solo, I assume there's like an AI Automa or something. And for those that have played the original, I'm assuming that's what it is. It's always in the top 200 solo games, the original, so it must have a decent AI or some challenges that are decent enough. It's a bit of a following. There's different gameplay modules. There's a tray map, there's deliveries, milestones, new tiles, map modules. Where are we? Down here, some custom insert, rulebook, preview videos. Videos down here. Man vs. Man with David Waybright talks about a few things here. Automa playthrough. Nice look at drips. So there we go. That's what we want to see for solo people. Fantastic addition to a brilliant game, adding more possibilities for everything that was there before, including new elements which you can mix and match for your perfect setup. Okay. Shipping. Doesn't. Oh, there we go. Shipping table. To click on that. All right, let's keep moving on. We've got World Order here, which is apparently the popular one of the week. 4,557 backers. I saw that Rado did a bit of a playthrough of this. It does say 2 to 4 players, so I think there's like I've heard about this having some solo mode. Unless I've been lied to when I was talking to people about solo games for the week. €55 for the basic pledge, €70 for gameplay pledge, €125 for the deluxe, €160 for all in. It keeps saying 2 to 4 players here, so I'm not sure why I've had people tell me this is solo. I'm assuming there's a stretch goal. Let's go stretch goals. Production markers, growth abilities. Solo mode. New deck of cards for solo. Right, so let's quickly go back in. So it's not quite intended for solo, but they're making some solo cards, and if you want to play it solo while you have the game. Large scale projects. That's like, was it taking over the world sort of thing? World Order makes me think of New World Order from WCW. So you research things. It kind of reminds me of this game recently came out. This that was about climate. It was around like climate change and trying to stop the CO2. Is it just called CO2? Probably is. Kind of reminds me of that. Except it also has like the area control, risk style, lots of things with it. Does look pretty. Let's see why people might be going for this one. Lots of deluxeified stuff, so they're expecting a lot of backing, which I already do. Got Tabletop Simulator. Rado's had to go through it. Alex has got to go through it. Maggie and May, are they too? I can't remember their names. Hegemony. That's why. So they previously created Hegemony, I assume. This company, because that's quite well known, although I haven't played it. I do say that a lot. Can't afford every game. But I do watch a lot of games. And back down here again. So that might do for this one. There's a shipping table right there. I'll keep moving on here. We've got Glass Garden, another button shy game. 922 backers. That's doing really well. Solo game of growing succulents and minding critters. So this is, we'll say $12. There's a $3 print and play. $12 for the actual game. For international backers, you have a specific one here. Otherwise, you can get a few other games. There's plenty of those. Yeah, if you want the solo, that's probably good. If you haven't got any of these guys, that's probably a good sort of dive in here just to save some money. You get a few. Shipping wise is a killer. It is solo only. Build your gun by placing 8 playing cards and one of the 4 possible critter cards. Take 2 actions. Move up to 2 planes vertically. The areas where the 2 rows meet. Grow succulents, sunlight. Apply critter damage. Oh man, these critters. End of game. And just a high score sort of game. It's a small little game that you can travel with easily and crack it out. Imagine it's like a 20-minute game. Some reviews through here. Solo play. Yeah. So Tabletop Toki is different to Danica. I had that wrong previously. My apologies. Some reviews there. And yeah, shipping information down the bottom here. Beautiful. All right, keep going. We've got Ballads Tales. They're back. This is a relaunch. So Ballads Tales, Journey of the Brave, 1 to 5 players. Choose your preferred game mode, solo co-op, or against a game master. Discover atmospheric adventures for 1 to 5 players. 171 backers. It's currently, what's that, about 2/3 of the way through. You've got pledge values of €65 for Ballads Tales, 80 euro for Adventure Pack. Your PDFs. Legendary Hero, €130. Question, I skipped that bit. Sorry. Atmospheric dungeon crawling board game. 1 to 5 players. Up to 4 players can enjoy the game. In solo co-op mode, creatures can be divided in 3 groups. Each one behavior parents so they can act cleverly and threateningly. Adventure cards offer thrilling discoveries and surprises with no game master needed. Otherwise, there is a game master mode. Okay. So for our Soloists, we're doing the non-game master mode. We get the rule book here. Different adventure books you can add on. Okay, I'm just having a look at here. What do you got here? So you roll dice, so it's dice combat, I imagine. Yeah, looks kind of cool. There's some previous playthroughs here, which would be fantastic to watch. Dust crowdfunding. Shipping. Alrighty. Next one we got is Survive in Balkan. It's got 18 backers so far. For some reason, this little privacy thing won't go away. There we go. 28 days to go. A satirical take on family in the Balkans. Okay. Finding balance isn't just a goal, it's a lifeline. Can you handle the chaos while keeping your family and finances afloat? Probably someone's real world experience, I imagine. They're first created. €50 for Balkan resident. €50 for early bird Balkan pioneer. €200, €350, etc. Okay, so it's a card game. It's a wonderful place. Have you heard of a place where salaries are smaller than the bills? Step in the Balkans. How to play. Check reputation, check for the event. Goal of the game is to survive. The only thing you have to do in order to win is to not mentally go insane, bankrupt, and damage relationships in real life. Okay. It's kind of resource management as well. I assume there's a video there. Achievements, scoring, challenges. What's in the box? Rewards. Shipping information. Yeah. Okay. Good luck to them. Trying to sell their Survive in the Balkan. Next one I got is Dragonlings, a competitive, family-friendly card game, yet it is 1 to 6, so it must be a solo version for the competitive game. It's got 145 backers, so it needs a little bit more to get there for funding. You got a $19 early worm, $23 base game, $46 2 copies, $48 you get a plushie, etc. Starting the game, start with 7 dragon cards in hand, a trainer card, an egg token, and an egg counter. Build dragon towers. Right, so it's kind of training or something. Draw a little by placing card that upside down. Growing pains. Okay. Trainer cards. Different kind of backgrounds for your trainer. In-game scoring. Try to beat your high score by playing against an Ultima that draws dragon treasures and eggs each turn. Okay, so it's Ultima, but you beat your own score. How to play solo, right there. So you need to check out. That's cute. Alrighty, good luck to them. All the best with their Dragonlings game. What else we got here? We've got pleasure. We'll talk about that. Stretch goals. We've got some stretch goals when they get through. Shipping and fulfillment down here as well. All right, let's keep moving on. Tatsumi. Play as a Tatsu dragon. Putting together elemental resources at Umi, you might see, and score them strategically on your island, providing good fortune to your creators. He is funded 1 to 4 players. Mythology set collection solo competitive as well. So solo rules are most for fun and competition. So solo rules are probably different to the actual game, but they've got some rules for it. Ah, it's one of these type of games. How puzzly. Okay. I like that animation. That really gives me a good idea what's kind of going on. I assume that's what the game is mostly about. You reach this and then you gain some bonuses of that, I assume. Three-dimensional seaboard is a bold new component that delivers a step-changing gameplay. $55, $40 for standard, retails 101. Games out video, how to play, very nice. Tabletop simulator, very nice. What you get inside the box. Yeah, right. Heaps of videos. Wow, done very well. Getting all those people trying to review, do videos. This is a shipping table right here, shipping map, which is a good way of putting it as well. All right, let's keep moving on. We're getting there. Roll for Rum. This is a print and play game. A smuggler's race to rum and glory. Embark on a journey across dangerous seas, uncharted islands, and thrilling encounters in Roll for Rum, the ultimate pirate roll and write game. It's 447% funded, so it had a very low funding goal, but it's getting there. So 1 to 99 players, so it's the usual sort of print and play. Roll 3 dice each turn. This reminds me of what's called. I pledged for it earlier this year and I did a little mini playthrough of it. It's very similar, like you look at roll and you pray based on movement and what you can do in each section. But I guess a lot of print players are like this sort of map sort of style and tick off certain resources that you gather at certain areas. Pledge, print and play. It's very nice to have that actually, because I'm kind of new to print play still, but I had pledged for a couple. How to play, roll dice. You got Fate, Sail, and Torrent. Reroll strategically and gather resources like rum, curse, pirate, gold, and supplies. Navigate the map, visit ports, hire crew, do things, unlock bonuses. That's pretty cool. And get some glory. There's a video right here of how to play. What's this? What does the loot look like? Cool. All right, let's keep moving on. Pocket Puffins, an 18-card solo game. It's funded 56 backers, plus free printable hook box. It's their first created. $3 print and play. $3 copy with A4. You can name it Puff for $25. So you get 18 cards. So you got to make the cards yourself, I assume, for digital copy. Flip over the top movement card. Choose one puffin movement in a number of spaces. Continue to move one puffin per card until you complete a pattern or empty movement deck. After you complete the pattern, count your completed igloos. Okay. Where that goes to the score for completed igloos at the top of the next pattern. You lose a movement card. Okay. Count your score, see how you did. Nice little filler game. Good preview here. Super cute, says Danica. Purple Moose plays it. Cool. All right, let's keep moving on. I've got Captain's Log at New Horizons. 68,000 euros, so it's 172% funded. Captain's Log at New Horizons brings 2 exciting expansions. China and Portugal delves into colonial history with new upgrades and roles. It's 1 to 5 players. It's got a lot of tags on it. Okay, so you build up your own ship, it looks like. Sandbox board game gets set in the colonial era. Taking a role of ship captains and compete for fame by exploring, trading, and facing off against other nations. So 115 euro for Log New Horizons, 63 euro for China and Portugal, etc. Here's the components. Now what you find, rulebook, there's a rulebook. It's on Tabletop Simulator, and we've got shipping and taxes down here. All right, next one, got a couple to go. Heard the Dinosaur survival card game. It's 91 backers, not quite funded yet. You can get this one for $40, $7 for deluxe. How to play, right here, talks about it. Survive until the end of the game. Download the rulebook, contents, you get some contents here. Expansion with it as well. Different pledge levels. And hopefully that's someone playing through it, because there wasn't much information there about how to play it. Yeah, good luck to them. And the final thing for the week, crowd sales. There's Ironflight, the one I haven't talked about, a Rostland's Adventure. It's got 22 copies sold so far. This is the price at the moment, so it looks like it's 25, 42. Roguelike push a luck mini engine building solo adventure allows players to carry over progress between playthroughs. You're right. You have 25 unique plan combinations. Some videos there, which is excellent. Because normally Gamecrafter, it's a bit sort of, indie sort of developers. They've got some videos there to check out if you're really interested in what's going on in the game. The game looks unique, definitely looks a bit different. Fits in a mid-10 looks of things. It's pretty cool, and solo only. So check that one out from Gamecraft if you're interested. Other things coming up, Lands of Evershade is coming up very soon. I think it's only a day away from when I'm doing this, so I'll be checking that one out probably next week. I'll be a bit late on it, but That's what I'm looking forward to as well. From this week, my picks, as I said, probably the first couple. Dungeons of Doria, thinking I might back. Catharsis, I'm thinking about, depending on the dice thrown. I've got dice thrown already, so I'm not sure I've got to pick up. But yeah, plenty of good games this week. I mean, there's plenty that I was interested in going through. So let's tell me what your favorite ones of the week. Please like and subscribe. And until next week, the question came first. Play solo.